The sun hung low over the city skyline, casting elongated shadows across the newsroom floor. Emily Harper sat at her desk, fingers poised above the keyboard, her gaze fixed on the blinking cursor. The hum of conversations and ringing phones filled the air, but Emily was lost in thought, contemplating her next big story. Her editor, Mark Thompson, approached, a manila folder in hand. "Emily," he called, snapping her out of her reverie. "Got a new assignment for you." She took the folder, flipping it open to reveal photographs of an old, dilapidated mansion. The Blackwood Estate read the caption beneath one image. "What's the story?" she asked, curiosity piqued. "Local legend, haunted house, mysterious disappearances," Mark replied. "The usual. But there's a twist. Someone just bought the place and plans to restore it. Thought you might want to dig into it." Emily's eyes lit up. "Sounds intriguing." "Great," Mark said, patting her shoulder. "I want a feature piece by next week." As Emily gathered her things, she couldn't shake the feeling that this assignment would be different. There was something about the Blackwood Estate that called to her, a whisper from the past beckoning her forward. The morning sun cast a golden hue over the city as Emily Harper navigated the winding roads leading to the outskirts. Her destination, the enigmatic Blackwood Estate. The mansion, shrouded in local legends and whispered tales, had recently been purchased by a reclusive artist named Nathan Blackwood. As Emily approached the estate, the grandeur of the mansion became evident. Tall iron gates, adorned with intricate designs, stood as sentinels guarding the secrets within. Beyond them, the mansion loomed, its Gothic architecture both captivating and foreboding. She parked her car just outside the gates, taking a moment to absorb the atmosphere. The air was thick with anticipation, and a slight chill ran down her spine. Gathering her courage, Emily pushed open the gates, which creaked in protest, and made her way up the gravel path leading to the front door. Before she could knock, the door swung open, revealing a tall man with piercing gray eyes and tousled dark hair. He regarded her with a mix of curiosity and caution. "Can I help you?" he asked, his voice smooth yet guarded. "I'm Emily Harper, a journalist from the Daily Chronicle," she replied, extending her hand. "I'm working on a feature about historic properties in the area, and I was hoping to learn more about the Blackwood Estate." Nathan hesitated for a moment before stepping aside. "I suppose a little publicity wouldn't hurt. Come in." The interior of the mansion was a blend of old-world charm and modern touches. Antique furniture filled the rooms, while contemporary art pieces adorned the walls. The air was tinged with the scent of aged wood and something more elusive, perhaps the weight of history. They settled in the drawing room, where a fire crackled in the hearth. Emily took out her notebook, ready to delve into the story. "So, Mr. Blackwood, what drew you to this estate?" He leaned back, eyes distant. "Family ties. The estate has been in my family for generations. I felt it was time to return and restore it." "There are many tales about this place," Emily ventured. "Some say it's haunted." A faint smile played on Nathan's lips. "Every old house has its stories, ghosts of the past, lingering memories. But I believe in facing them, not running away." As the interview progressed, Emily found herself drawn to Nathan's enigmatic presence. There was a depth to him, a complexity that intrigued her. After an hour, she closed her notebook. "Thank you for your time. This has been enlightening." Nathan escorted her to the door. "You're welcome to return if you have more questions." As Emily stepped out into the crisp air, she couldn't shake the feeling that this assignment would lead her down paths she hadn't anticipated. The Blackwood Estate held secrets, and she was determined to uncover them. The morning sun filtered through the tall windows of Emily's apartment, casting a warm glow over the scattered notes and photographs on her desk. She sipped her coffee, eyes scanning the documents she'd gathered about the Blackwood Estate. The mansion's history was a tapestry woven with threads of tragedy, mystery, and whispers of the supernatural. Determined to uncover the truth, Emily decided to visit the local historical society. The building, a quaint brick structure nestled between modern offices, housed archives dating back centuries. Inside, the scent of aged paper and leather-bound books filled the air. "Good morning," Emily greeted the elderly archivist at the front desk. "Morning, dear. How can I assist you?" The woman replied with a warm smile. "I'm researching the Blackwood Estate. I'm particularly interested in any records or documents related to its history." The archivist's smile faded slightly. "Ah, the Blackwood Estate. That place has quite the reputation. Follow me." She led Emily to a back room filled with filing cabinets and shelves. After a few moments of searching, she retrieved a dusty folder labeled Blackwood Estate. "This is what we have. Be warned, some of the stories are unsettling." Emily nodded, taking the folder to a nearby table. Inside, she found newspaper clippings, photographs, and handwritten letters. One article from the early 1900s detailed the mysterious disappearance of a young woman named Eleanor Blackwood, Nathan's great-grandmother. Another recounted a series of unexplained deaths among the estate's staff. Among the documents, a faded photograph caught Emily's eye. It depicted a woman bearing a striking resemblance to herself, standing in front of the mansion. On the back, a note read, "Eleanor Blackwood, 1902. A chill ran down Emily's spine. The resemblance was uncanny. She couldn't shake the feeling that her connection to the estate ran deeper than mere coincidence. That evening, Emily returned to the mansion, the folder clutched tightly in her hands. Nathan greeted her at the door, his expression curious. "Back so soon?" he asked. "I found something," she replied, holding up the photograph. "This is Eleanor Blackwood. She looks just like me." Nathan took the photo, his brow furrowing. "Yes, the resemblance is remarkable. Eleanor was my great-grandmother. She vanished without a trace." Emily shared the other documents she discovered, detailing the estate's dark history. As they pored over the materials, a sense of unease settled between them. "There's more to this place than I realized," Nathan murmured. "The past has a way of lingering." Emily met his gaze. "I want to help you uncover the truth." He nodded slowly. "Then we faced the past together." The days that followed Emily's discovery at the Historical Society were a whirlwind of research and reflection. The photograph of Eleanor Blackwood, bearing an uncanny resemblance to herself, haunted her thoughts. Questions swirled in her mind. Was it mere coincidence, or was there a deeper connection? Determined to uncover the truth, Emily found herself returning to the Blackwood Estate more frequently. Each visit revealed more layers of the mansion's enigmatic history, and with each revelation, her bond with Nathan deepened. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the estate in a golden glow, Emily arrived with a stack of old journals she'd unearthed from the archives. Nathan greeted her at the door, his expression a mix of curiosity and warmth. "More secrets to uncover?" he asked, gesturing for her to enter. "Always," she replied with a smile. They settled in the library, the scent of aged paper and leather-bound books enveloping them. As they pored over the journals, tales of forbidden love, tragic deaths, and whispered curses emerged. One entry in particular caught Emily's attention, a letter from Eleanor to a mysterious lover, hinting at a secret affair and a vow to break a family curse. As the evening wore on, the atmosphere grew intimate. The flickering fireplace cast dancing shadows on the walls, and the shared discoveries created a palpable connection between them. "It's strange," Nathan mused, his gaze distant. "Reading these stories, it's as if the past is reaching out, trying to tell us something." Emily nodded, her eyes meeting his. "Perhaps it's up to us to listen." A comfortable silence settled between them, broken only by the crackling fire. The weight of their shared journey hung in the air, drawing them closer. "Emily," Nathan began, his voice soft, "I feel like meeting you wasn't just chance. There's a reason our paths crossed." She reached out, placing her hand over his. "I feel it too." In that moment, amidst the shadows of the past and the mysteries yet to be unraveled, a new chapter began, a bond forged not just by shared discoveries, but by something deeper, more profound. The days following Emily's discovery of Eleanor Blackwood's journal were marked by a growing unease. The mansion, once merely a relic of the past, now pulsed with a presence that neither Emily nor Nathan could ignore. It began subtly. Doors that were firmly closed would be found ajar. The scent of lavender, Eleanor's favorite, wafted through rooms where no flowers had been placed. Whispers echoed in the corridors. too faint to decipher but unmistakably real. One evening, as Emily sat in the library, poring over the journal, a sudden chill enveloped the room. The fireplace, roaring moments before, extinguished abruptly. She shivered, pulling her sweater tighter, and glanced around. The shadows seemed to dance, forming shapes that vanished when looked at directly. Nathan entered, concern etched on his face. "Did you feel that?" he asked. Emily nodded. "It's getting stronger." They decided to confront the phenomenon head on.
Nathan turned to Eleanor. "We found the truth. We broke the silence. Isn't that enough?" But Eleanor shook her head. "Love is the key, but sacrifice is the lock." Suddenly, the ballroom trembled. The curse demanded its final price. Emily's thoughts raced. She could stay, tether her spirit to the estate, and free Eleanor and Nathan. Or Nathan could offer himself, breaking his family's blood-tied debt. The silence between them grew heavy. Nathan looked into Emily's eyes, then stepped away from her. "I was born into this legacy. I will end it." "No," Emily said, voice cracking. "You've carried this alone long enough." Without another word, she turned toward Eleanor. "I will stay." The spirit reached out, but Nathan rushed forward. "No!" He embraced Emily, and in that moment, the Crimson Waltz swelled, the room igniting in blinding white. When the light faded, Emily was alone. The mansion was quiet, peaceful. The air felt light, as if the house had exhaled after a century of holding its breath. A framed photograph sat on the mantel, Emily and Nathan caught mid-dance. Outside, the city awoke, unaware that a curse had just been broken not by rituals, but by love and sacrifice.